So this is a FIZZICS machine, and my brother has lent me this because he's convincing me that I need this in my life. So I already have a perfect draft machine, which I absolutely love and adore. But the problem with the perfect draft is there's only a certain amount of beers that you can use currently with it. So I think there's in around about 60 different types of beers that you can use inside this perfect draft system. And there's probably only about 8 IPAs that I know of right now as of like start of 2021. But this here kind of opens up the whole doors of basically any type of beer you ever want. And if you want it as a draft, this is gonna do it. So we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment. We're gonna use just a straight can of beer without using this system. And then we're gonna use the same can with this system and put the two glasses up side by side. So I'm pretty excited to try this. I'm going to use one of my most favourite IPAs of all time. In fact, it's the best beer in the UK, hands down for me. And it's from Vocation, and it's Love and Hate. Fantastic IPA, so we're going to try that now. I'm going to go and grab it from the fridge. Right, so this, we've just brought it right out of the fridge. And I've had this chilling, and I've got 2 frozen glasses as well. So frozen glasses, and we're going to go in. So basically, what we're going to do first is open the can and pour a generous amount into one glass first. So we'll go for about that much. So automatically I know this is going to taste amazing because it's my favorite IPA of all time. So this will be amazing no matter what. But to upgrade things, oh, I dropped that. To upgrade things, we're going to put this inside. So that's this inside the machine, and we're going to drop this down now inside it, like this. And then we click it closed, okay? So that's it in. So this is all there is to it. So we basically just push this forward and it will then start adding its goodness into the drink. And then we're going to just put a little the other direction now, and this puts in like your kind of frothy head to it as well. Check that out, it's like magic. Right, so straight away you can see what this is doing. Like we've got a class big head that's on this, and it's all the little tiny micro bubbles, whereas this doesn't. This just like, that's just on its own out of the can, and I love what this has done. Even whenever I'm coming down lower, I can actually see the little kind of micro carbonation inside this compared to this one. So I just knew this is going to be better, but we're going to have to start from the bottom of the ladder. So we're going to start with this one. So let's give it a try first, see how it goes. So, right, so let's give this a bite. So this is my favorite all-time beer. I have this as much as I can because it's definitely the best. It's for £3 a tin, you're not going to get better. So there's a lovely smell of it. You can smell the hops and the yeast and the oats in it as well. And then it's pineapple, it's mango. So we're going to taste it now and see how it goes. And I already know how this tastes. It's absolutely amazing. Yep, so it's like, you get that kind of sweet hit at the start, and then you get a kind of like a slightly bitter taste at the end of it, which is just lovely. And it's nice and cold. So I'm going to show you this little thing. So this is the device I use for cooking with. And this is what we're going to test, how cold these IPAs are. So I've got it at -1. So -1 is super cold. This machine here, I usually do it at about 3 degrees, which is the perfect draft. And this one here is also at the same temperature. It's also -0.7, and this one's -1. So actually, whatever this does, heats it up slightly as well. So for me, they're the perfect temperature. When you have an IPA that's down cold, the colder it gets, the more bitter it gets. I actually like the bitter taste, but ideally you should have a 3 degrees beer, and that's why this machine kind of keeps you right. It basically gets everything at 3 degrees and you're set to go. But with having a can, you can do whatever you want. So let's give this a try. So I've been waffling this whole time, and we've still got this lovely creamy head on top. Definitely, that's transformed that. That's phenomenal. I need to try this again. So this is without and this is with. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So whatever this is doing, it's using sound wave technology. I don't know how to do it or whatever kind of smart stuff is in this, but it uses sound waves to pulse air inside your drink. So whatever this is doing with this is making it a lot smoother, and you can actually feel the difference on your mouth. So whenever you're tasting this, you can feel that it's lighter and it's like kind of fluffier, and it increases the smell of the beer. So the smell difference between this one and this one, you can actually smell that this one's kind of stronger. So I have a big nose, and I like to kind of think that I can smell things pretty well, and I can smell that this one is definitely stronger. So on both levels, it feels nicer, it tastes nicer. In fact, on a third level, it smells nicer as well. So hands down, this machine will upgrade any drink that you have in your house. That's phenomenal, really, really cool. So we'll give that just one last little pour. Oh, that's the end of it. Okay, so my final thoughts are, when I first seen this machine, I thought it was just a dispenser, and I thought it was basically just a fancy way to pour a pint, and I was super, super wrong. Whatever this is doing by putting in like all the carbonation inside it, it's like these tiny little bubbles. Like that's like a proper pint you would get in a pub, and this is like a pint you would get that in a can. If you have a favorite drink like this one that I absolutely love, if you're going to use something like that and something that you're going to really enjoy, to upgrade from what you're actually having right now to something that feels like you're back in the pub, this is a massive upgrade. So hands down, I'm very impressed with that. Until the day it comes on the perfect draft machine, this is the thing that you want to be trying it on. I'm Chris, thanks for watching.